I just want to move on now to Emmanuel Macron, the French president. I think, this is a sign of, I think, how, diminished the EU is without the UK within it. Because there was a recent story in the Telegraph that the EU were going to hand what was described as a post-Brexit olive branch to the UK to lead a new Security Council, a European Security Council. We now have another suggestion, this time from Macron, of something, a new European political community that Brexit Britain could apparently join. And the exact quote from Macron in the Telegraph was, "Joining wouldn't mean that you couldn't in the future join the European Union. And it also wouldn't be limited to those who have left the European Union." What is this sort of desperation we're now seeing from some EU politicians for the UK to rejoin a club?
Well, as a long-term Brexiteer, I have to say that I would be relaxed in some circumstances about us belonging to sort of talking shops that didn't bind us in, but with the aim of giving us a good neighbourly relationship. And if things cropped up where we could work together, all well and good. But I don't really think that's what Macron's got in mind. Macron kind of grandly saying that, we can tag along as long as we subscribe to their values. Who knows what obligations he'd seek to tie us into. No doubt, we've got the biggest military capability in Western Europe, above that of France by consensus, and the EU certainly missing that. But I think he talks about European values, but I think there's a breach here where Boris Johnson, for all his faults, has got a position, for instance, on Ukraine, where he thinks Ukraine can win that war if given enough support and equipment. Whereas Macron, and I think Germany too, and certainly Italy, they kind of just want a messy peace deal in which everything goes back to how it was before. They can carry on buying Russian oil and gas. Russia could carry on occupying the Crimea and maybe parts of the Donbass region. So, their European values and principles are very kind of bendable to their own self-interest. So I don't think it's a runner. I think it's something that Keir Starmer and Ed Davey would bite his hand off for, just to begin a long-term process of reattaching the UK to the sort of the European bloc. But I don't think it's a runner in the form that Macron has unveiled it, thankfully.